دبي اللي صارت وجهة ثقافية وترفيهية بكل معنى الكلمة عم تستضيف أسبوع السينما العربية بنسخته الرابعة. وشو مخبيلنا هالموسم من عروض وأفلام رح نعرف كل التفاصيل من مؤسسة سينما عقيل السيدة بثينة كاظم. من قلب دبي وتحديداً سينما عقيل، أهلا وسهلا فيكم بالنسخة الرابعة من أسبوع السينما العربية. بهالحدث المميز رح بيتم تقديم 10 أفلام طويلة عربية من الإمارات، السعودية، تونس، العراق، الأردن، لبنان، مصر والسودان. خلينا نعرف أكثر عن هذا الحدث من المؤسسة لسينما عقيل بثينة. Hello, it's such an honor to meet you today. I would like to know more about the event today.
So we are running our 4th edition of the Arab Cinema Week. It's a festival that Cinema Akil started to focus attention and put the spotlight on contemporary Arab cinema coming out of the region. This year we have 10 films, 10 different countries spanning a range of genres from horror, drama, documentary. We have films that have never ever been shown here in the UAE or in the Gulf, that have done their festival rounds around the world and some of the major festivals like the Cannes Film Festival or the Venice Film Festival. And now we consider the Arab Cinema Week the homecoming to bring these films to their communities here in the UAE.
Why do you think Cinema Akil and El Sirkal and Fujifilm collaborated on such event? Like, what's the importance of this event nowadays in our Arab world?
Our partnership with Sirkal Avenue and our first partnership with Fujifilm represents a shared vision in insisting on giving the storytelling mic back to its rightful owners. We really have a shared, belief that the best way to tell a story or the way to represent this region and our multitude of experiences and our heartbreaks, our loves, our stories, our histories should come from a homegrown grassroots perspective. It should be told by people who've lived these experiences, and I think every one of those of our partners has reflected that belief in their work, in the endorsements, in their activities, in the communities they've built. And Cinema Aqil has been doing that since day one. We have been always insisting on being the home of regional cinema and telling our stories through our films in our multitude of languages and perspectives. So, this is a proud partnership between what I consider 3 like-minded organizations and partners that really have this shared interest and shared belief in the importance of indigenous storytelling, indigenous, grassroots representation in cinema, in storytelling. Fujifilm has been doing this a lot through its photography focus and now expanding that vision through this collaboration in cinema. They're also, launching their new camera, which is, focused on empowering filmmakers and being able to use the moving image as a strong medium to tell those stories. They also announced the first Fujifilm Short Film Festival, which is going to be taking place, and more details will come throughout the year. El Sirkal Avenue, through its multitude of programming across different mediums, from music, performance, the visual arts, and various community spaces, and especially our partnership, which has begun since we opened our doors, has also been doing that. So I think it's a very natural collaboration and a very important and powerful one that is rooted here in this region.
I would like to ask you, upon which criteria the movies were selected?
Look, there's no, science or even a formula for how to select films or curate films. For what we are interested in doing as Cinema Aqil is, we're in a country that has a lot of cinemas, right? We have a lot of screens that are dedicated to commercial, mainstream, blockbuster cinema, commercial, regional cinema, primarily Egyptian cinema takes the lion's share of showcase in theaters. We like to highlight and spotlight and focus our programming on stories that are independent, that are alternative, that are, rarely ever seen on the big screen, in the absence of film festivals in the country. So that has become the space that we're interested in. Independent film or art house, film doesn't have a specific definition, but the main thing that I think is the common denominator across all of these films is a specific focus on a story, an artistic vision that is the bedrock of all the films. So whether you're watching a documentary, whether you're watching a short in this program, whether you're watching a more kind of audience pleaser like tonight's film Arze by Mira Shaib from Lebanon, or our opening film by Nail Al-Khaja, the Emirati film, the horror film, they have this underlying, interest in being able to challenge, narratives and being able to change the way stories are told in the region. And that's something that we're very interested in. Is, stories and films that look like us, that, look like our neighbors, that look like our friends, or stories that allow us to live life through the experiences of the characters in the film. And I think that deserves a home and deserves a place, and that's why Cinema Aqil has been doing this work since we started.
Of course, indeed. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. And you can find out more information about Arab Cinema Week at our website, cinemaaqil.com, and on our Instagram. Sign up to our newsletter. You'll be getting all of our news throughout the festival and more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.